I think when it comes to fear, honestly, obviously there's like the typical fears of death and just how you die, your family, dying, or just inconvenient situations happening to you. But I feel like for me personally, even if I'm not going to share a lot of personal information, I feel like just not capitalizing on all the opportunities that are available to you, I feel like that's definitely something to fear. It's not fear of missing out because you don't need to go to every event, every party. You don't need to do every single thing that's available. Don't drive yourself crazy with all those thoughts. But I feel like you have opportunity available to you, whether it's through school, through work, through people, through connections. You have ideas that you want to pursue. You have like hobbies that you're interested in. And, whether it's you creating an opportunity or whether it's something coming to you, I feel like just not capitalizing and just taking your chance, I feel like that's definitely my biggest fear. I think I've gotten past the point through just reflecting, with the Bible and just other philosophical things. I've gotten away from the whole heaven or hell type thing. I don't really care about what happens after death because, it's just such a hypothetical thing to think about. It's just too much to speculate on that I don't really care about it. But it's definitely an interesting conversation to have, but it's just too far in the future to just worry about that. But I feel like in the here and now, just there's so many opportunities available to me in the future from just various avenues. And I don't want to look back at myself 5 years from now and just say I didn't capitalize on this moment. There's just so much available to me, like somehow I've been able to just work all these different jobs and shifts and internships. I don't know how I've been able to construct it. Well, I do know because I've taken initiative and I've pursued it and I've just gone for a lot of shit, but it's pretty crazy how, I've been able to just do what I've been able to do over the past few months, or I guess over the last year realistically. And, I feel like, people are always asking about your career path, coming out of high school. People are always asking, what do you want to do with your life? And I feel like realistically, there's not one specific thing I want to do with my life. There's not one specific thing that I just want to pursue. I don't have that, There's a lot of things that I'm interested in trying out. There's a lot of things that, just you want to try and just see how they go, and just you mold your opinion of all these different things, and you just kind of create what you wanna pursue. So when I talk about fear of not capitalizing on all these opportunities, I'm going to college soon, and they're gonna throw a lot of shit at me. And especially with all the things I've accomplished over the last year, my work history, going forward with all these opportunities they're gonna be thrown at me. If I don't use these next 3 or 4 years to just capitalize on all these opportunities, I feel like that would be what a failure would be considered to be. Because failure to me is not just, not accomplishing the goal. Failure is more not learning from an experience. So if you have 3 to 4 years or however long this college experience is going to last, and you have all these opportunities available to you, and you don't gain anything from that at all, I feel like that is when you failed. Failure is not just, oh, I tried to lose 30 pounds. I only lost 28, so I'm a failure. Like, no. But if you did not gain anything from that experience mentally, physically, emotionally, if you did not write any notes down, take any tips, gain anything at all from the experience, then that's when it's a failure. So I have a lot of things available to me, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes. There's going to be a lot of shit that I'm just going to have to learn from and just keep going forward in. But I feel like my biggest fear would be not capitalizing on all these opportunities. I feel like if there is a career path for me personally, it'd be something of a freelancer, because I've just worked in a variety of different places through shifts and internships and stuff like that. And, I've just had a lot of temporary job opportunities and different things. So I feel like I just enjoy the flexibility and just being able to move from one place to another. And I feel like just somehow using my job experience and just the future things that I will hopefully try out in various places, I guess, through college. I just hope that I can somehow mold that into a freelancing career where I can make a lot of money while still being able to, work on things that I actually care about on my own time. So I feel like when it comes to fear, that'd be my biggest fear. It's not like life ends after college or with college. I've been able to accomplish so much over the last year before college even starts. So it's not like that's just the end goal or that's everything. But when it comes down to it, I do There is a lot of resources available through college coming up with, just all of these apps and resources and departments and all these people who just are throwing shit at you because you're young and they want you to just do all of this stuff. They want to, recruit you to their company. They want you to just try all this different stuff. Like, I don't know, but there's just so much available, and my biggest fear is just not capitalizing on all the things that are available to me. I don't need to do every single thing. I don't need to go to every party, every event. I don't need to do every single thing, but I just need to be ambitious. I need to just have that drive to just try out shit, just go outside my comfort zone and just try things. Because if I can do that, if I can generally just keep doing what I'm doing now and just go out there and just try out what is possible, I feel like that's when I'll be satisfied with that. I'll be very satisfied with that. Obviously, there are other fears like, dying or your parents or, family and stuff like that. Those are like typical fears, stuff like that. But I feel like overall, just capitalizing on opportunity is definitely an overarching fear. I guess not even a fear, but because it's not like fear in itself is something to be scared of. Fear is just like something that you've materialized over time as like some obstacle or something that you don't really want to deal with. But realistically, fear is honestly something that you can use to learn and grow as a person. There's got to be some reason that you're really anxious to, not deal with this thing. And if you can deep dive into why you don't want to deal with this thing and you can learn from that experience, it should make you grow like considerably, So I know I'm all over the place. This whole channel is about rambling. So, to a lot of people, it may not make any sense at all, but I'm just getting my thoughts off, and however this goes, it is what it is. But fear to me is it's just this thing that you really, really do not want to deal with in your life, whether it's like getting rejected or dying or not getting this job promotion or whatever, something that you really don't want to happen. And I feel like if you can learn why you don't want this thing to happen, and if you can use it to help you grow, you'll be a lot better for it in some sense, I guess. So yeah, my fear, there's a lot available to me in the future. And there's going to be a period when all those opportunities are not just going to keep being thrown at me, It's going to be a period in your 20s, your 30s, when you have to actively look out. That shit's not just going to be thrown at you in the form of internships or just, all this stuff. So I got to capitalize. And, that just means taking initiative. That means going forward and just trying out everything that's available, keeping yourself sharp mentally, physically, emotionally, and just making sure that you do the best with what you have so that years later you reflect back on your life and you can say, I did what I could with what I had and I'm satisfied with it. So that means looking at your fear, learning from it, and just trying to be the best that you can be. And whatever that means for you, just keep going at it.